Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is about I feel the greatest sports watch of all time, the Rolex Submariner. I have here the model 14060, affectionately known as the No Date Sub, two-liner, and let me tell you, it is an absolute joy to own and use. Submariner really needs no introduction. It's probably the most iconic wristwatch of all time, followed by other legends like the Speedmaster. But I feel that the Submariner, being a dive watch, waterproof, having a rotating bezel, is, in my opinion, a little more useful than a chronograph. I've owned this watch for quite a few years now, and it's really it's appreciated in price quite a bit, substantially, and it's great. You know, these sapphire models, I guess, are slowly becoming vintage, but you know, obviously vintage models will be the 5512, 5513, and earlier models, the plastic crystal. However, I feel that those true vintage pieces are kind of hard to use. You know, they've kind of lost their functionality because they're old, and you probably wouldn't want to go diving with a vintage 5513 or any watch of that era, right? However, with these sapphire models, I would still confidently go diving, and I wouldn't think twice when I go swimming or snorkeling. A Submariner can easily hold up, right? Beautiful watch, and just 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 a minimalist piece. You know, time only, is just so symmetrical, it's so elegant. uh, Beautiful watch, very understated, and in my opinion, it represents a lot of the good virtues of Rolex. Right, it's not flashy. It's unintrusive. It just is. You know, it's a beautiful watch, beautiful timepiece. It's an aspirational timepiece, and rightfully so. You know, it's probably the most common luxury wristwatch. Every man kind of aspires to own a Rolex, and in particular the Submariner. Um, and I'm definitely a sub guy, right? I also own a GMT, and I actually do prefer the Submariner. Um, it's a beautiful watch, right? Um, Extension, dive extension. A lot of collectors tend to, or not collectors, a lot of people tend to knock on Rolex for their bracelets. They say that they kind of feel cheap and tinny. However, I feel that if you actually use these watches, when you're out hiking or doing some form of physical activity, you don't want the bracelet to be too heavy, right? You want the watch to feel a little light, feel lighter, right? You don't want, especially if you're swinging your hands back and forth, if the watch is too heavy or the bracelet is too heavy, it can get a little bit. It may get a little annoying. I don't know, but if you were to do any kind of physical activity, it would make sense to have a lighter, right, a lightweight, durable, strong bracelet, which is what this 93150 bracelet is. So um, yeah, it's an amazing watch, and I highly recommend it. They can be had. Oh, I'm not sure what prices are today, but I would guess at 5,500 US should get you a pretty good example of this Submariner. This would, this would be the ugly child of the Submariner lineup, I guess. It would be the cheapest model. I don't want to use the word cheapest. Okay, it would be the least expensive model, but you can't take anything away from this piece. This is a Rolex Submariner. This is it has pedigree, right? Do not take anything away from it, and I would say it's probably the best value Submariner there is, because um, perhaps this would be a homage watch to the original 5513, and you know what? This watch can actually take a beating. This watch you can actually go diving with. All right, so yeah, I hope you like this review. Peace out.